Do they really have to twist over 10,000 PVC fibers to complete each artificial Christmas tree?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Every year, more than 150 million artificial Christmas trees are produced and sold worldwide, becoming an iconic and indispensable part of the holiday season. But little do people know that creating one tree involves cutting, processing, and attaching thousands of plastic branches. So, are all these meticulous steps done entirely by hand, or are there hidden secrets behind the process? Hit the like button and join Captain Discovery as we unveil the fascinating journey behind these trees. Before artificial Christmas trees existed, did you know people once used dyed green goose feathers to mimic real Christmas trees? The story of artificial Christmas trees began in the 19th century in Germany. With deforestation becoming a growing concern, Germans created faux trees by attaching dyed goose feathers to wooden frames. While these trees were reusable and held their shape well, they were not durable, prone to rotting, and costly to produce, making them unsuitable for mass production. In the early 20th century, American manufacturers replaced goose feathers with metal and synthetic fibers. These materials made the tree sturdier, easier to produce, and more affordable. However, synthetic fibers of that era still couldn't fully replicate the natural look of real trees. By the mid-20th century, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, emerged as a game-changer in artificial tree production. PVC was not only durable, easy to mold, and capable of holding vibrant colors, but it also significantly reduced production costs. This made artificial Christmas trees more accessible and popular among families worldwide. Today, modern technology enables the creation of artificial trees in a wide variety of designs, sizes, and colors. From petite trees for cozy homes to towering ones adorning public squares, artificial Christmas trees have become a universal symbol of the holiday season. So, how are these trees made? What fascinating secrets lie behind their production? Let's find out. Every artificial tree begins with a sturdy steel frame. Steel tubes are cut and bent to form the basic tree shape. The parts are then welded together to ensure durability and strength. To make the frame resistant to wear and tear, a polyester powder coating is applied and heat cured, creating a smooth and shiny surface. But a bare steel frame isn't enough. How does it transform into a lifelike tree? The answer lies in the iconic green leaves. Large rolls of PVC sheets are fed into cutting machines, which slice them into thin, uniform strips, resembling silky ribbons. Next, these strips are shredded into fine, needle-like pieces. Some needles are treated with metallic finishes or a dusting of white paint to mimic snow, giving the trees their diverse and captivating appearance. But how do these needles come together to create a complete tree? Now is the time for the tiny PVC leaves to take shape. Workers feed the leaves and metal wires into a twisting machine, which tightly twists them together to create realistic tree branches. Simultaneously, they monitor and adjust the density and shape to achieve a natural look. On average, each machine produces 100 to 150 branches per hour, ensuring both efficiency and high quality. The artistry doesn't stop there. Some branches are sprayed with latex-based white paint to create a mesmerizing snow-covered effect, evoking the beauty of a frosty winter forest. The individual branches are combined to form larger clusters. Workers carefully attach each cluster to the metal frame using a twisting machine, ensuring the branches are evenly distributed around the tree. The metal frame is then wrapped with finely cut plastic strips, simulating dense, natural-looking pine needles and concealing the internal structure. Once the tree frame is complete, the decoration process begins. Twinkling string lights, shiny ornaments, and other vibrant accessories are added to create a stunning and lively appearance for the Christmas tree. Finally, the Christmas tree is mounted onto a sturdy metal base and undergoes a thorough quality check. The fully assembled trees, available in various sizes and styles, are carefully packaged and prepared for delivery, ready to bring festive cheer to families everywhere. Artificial Christmas trees are celebrated for their convenience and reusability over many years. However, their production journey is far from simple or environmentally friendly. A major issue is the use of PVC, a non-biodegradable material. According to Carbon Trust, producing a single artificial tree, approximately 1.8 meters tall, can result in 40 to 60 kilograms of CO2 emissions, depending on the materials and manufacturing process. This is about 10 times the carbon footprint of harvesting and disposing of a real Christmas tree each year. To address these environmental concerns, many manufacturers are adopting green initiatives. Some now use recycled plastic instead of virgin PVC, significantly reducing resource consumption and emissions. Additionally, biodegradable or renewable materials are being introduced, paving the way for a more sustainable future in the industry. Artificial trees can also become more eco-friendly if used for extended periods. Studies show that an artificial tree needs to be reused for at least 5 to 10 years to offset its carbon footprint compared to buying a real tree annually. Therefore, if you already own an artificial tree, reusing it year after year is the best way to minimize its environmental impact. Artificial or real Christmas tree? Which will you choose? Will you opt for the convenience and durability of artificial trees or the natural beauty and tradition of real ones? Each choice tells its own story. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Captain Discovery channel to keep exploring fascinating and surprising stories from around the world. Wishing you a Merry Christmas filled with joy and wonder.